working. Oh, there it go. Hey, y'all. I was gonna say, what didn't happen here? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hey, 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 hey. The volume is low. Let me try to turn it up. Okay, what about now? Is it? I don't want to make it too high. Is it high now? Can y'all hear me now? Is it still low? Is it still low? Is it better? Dang. Hold on, y'all. That's because I'm using this microphone. Okay, is it? Can you hear me now? Okay. Yeet the D, yeet the D. Here we are. Here we are. Y'all, I had to turn it up. My mic was all the way down. How have y'all been? It's Sunday. I gotta figure out a better time to go live, right? Slash do my little, I ain't gonna say little, my podcasting because um I was sitting here. I said they gonna kill me, especially Candace. Hey Queen Mary. Hey Candace. Hey Netta Boo. Hey Maurice World. Hey Dana G. Dana, I was hoping you was in here. I be waiting on Dana for some good topics because Dana had some good topics. Was it last Sunday? And we gotta have some. I want the topics to be great every Sunday. I want people to roll over. Hey Karen. Um. Hey Tracy. When redoing listening, what do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. Tracy, she's doing much, much better. Back in that kitchen. Eat today. I just did a reaction. I'll probably post it later on tonight. But for now, we're gonna do this. So okay, so here's the plan. Every Sunday we gonna do this, right? We gonna do this, and we got to have some engaging, good topics to make people. It's only 45 people in here. We need some more folk in here before we get started. Um, she probably gonna be getting back to work real soon. Real soon. Um, Good evening, Miss Grant. I can't pronounce your first name. Hey, Christy. Hey, Tracy. I was trying to get it to where I can see my. Hold on, let me see if I can get my comments over here so I don't have to look over there. Over yonder. I think it is. But I'm going to have to turn the volume down. It ain't even loading. So we waiting on a couple more people to get in here. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't even need this no more. Um, but I do got to turn this volume down. Okay. I can't be on here long because it's oh dang. And see that's what I mean. I gotta get the time frame. I gotta get the time frame together so that people don't miss it. Of course y'all can come back and watch it, right? Because we're streaming it. But I need the time frame good because I like when everybody is up in here. How many people we got in here? I can't even see it no more. I'm gonna figure this all out. Um Dana, great question. Because I was going to do a Q&A. Then I was going to do a truth or drink with y'all. Maybe next Sunday. Eat the D. Then I was going to do the generational curses. Okay, Dana G, I have a question. How do I deal with older family members and homophobic comments? I want to respect without being disrespectful. Yeetity. That one is kind of, I'm going to say, see, the way I was raised is totally different from these days. Now, I see so many different, and it like put a knife in my heart when I see this. So many people of the younger generation is saying basically, I see people saying, fuck my mama, fuck my daddy. I ain't fucking with my family. And, I just, it's it's kind of hard. I don't know that question, Dana G, because and that can go with our topic, breaking generational curses. How do we break that generational curse of learning how to respect? Am I lagging, y'all? Because I don't see any more comments after Shauna. How do we respect the elderly the way they were raised? Because times are different, and that's a given. Times are way different than what they were before. Y'all, I'm waiting on my phone number because these lives are going to be so good. People are going to be able to call in. See, Chloe, and that's how I was raised. Like, my mom really, like, I don't even want to go into that right now, but I if I ever said anything derogatory about that lady, it was way, way, way behind her back, and then I ran and went to go ask for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? It was just that it was unheard of. So Dana, I don't know how. I really don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all, come on, this is a conversation. Put some of y'all suggestions down in these comments so I can speak on them. Because how would y'all handle that? Because Dana, for me, I don't know. Because back in the day, it was a no-go. But then I just noticed the other day, I was watching Judge Mathis, and he's older, right? And he was the first elderly person that I've seen speak about the elemental. I don't know how. I don't remember the LGBTQ. Did I say it right this time? He was the first person that I heard speak about that whole generation in like a new millennium light. Somebody was in his courtroom and they said something, and then he's like, "No, you didn't get this. You didn't just turn this way. God made you that way, and that's how you." And I was just like, "Oh, E to D." I had never, ever heard an elderly person speak that way. Right? So I don't know. Okay, Dana, there go one. Tracy, come back with your question as soon as we get done with this one. Dana, there go one. Shauna said I respect my mom, but she also respects me and my decisions. Okay, and what I would want to say about that is parents can respect their children's decision when they get a certain age. I don't know. I just don't. Why am I trying to bite my tongue on my own damn channel? I will not. Michelle, I was raised by older parents. My mom is old school, but also respects my decision and also let me express my feelings. And I'm so thankful and blessed. That's a blessing, Bella, because back in the day, it was always, I'm the parent. What I say, go. And I'm talking in children. I'm not talking about adult children. Let's be clear. I'm not talking about adult children. Um, and I really don't know this answer because I've never had that experience. I never had a when I became an adult. Hell, I never really had a parent outside of my grandma. But then when I became an adult, I didn't have that parental guidance. But I still, as with my children, I still tried to allow them to express themselves, as long as it was respectful, right? Chloe say, yes, you see my friends be disrespecting their parents so much. Like, I'm like, being honest, I would feel guilty if I even said no to my parents. And see, Chloe, that's how, like, these days, I be seeing people go, woo. I, let me write that down. Um, I'm writing down some of y'all topics because if we don't get to it today, then we gonna get to them. But when I see some of these posts, and I'm just like, Lord be with them, because I was raised by the King James version, and you're right, Bella. I don't want to. I'm not gonna bite my tongue on my own channel, but I just don't. A child needs to stay in a child's place, and when they're children, you are the parent. But do not raise your motherfucking kids to have a fear of you. I had a reality check, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I had a reality check, and this is one of the reasons why I started deleting my kids off social media, right? Especially if I didn't work with them. So sometimes I don't see, like Facebook. Nope. So Bub posted something, I want to say maybe a year or two ago. And it was something about a man and his feelings and emotions, right? And then I commented on it. And I can't remember the exact words. And he said, with all due respect, coming from a woman that taught me if I cried, I was a mouse. Because I remember always saying, when a little boy cries, quit crying. Is you a man or a mouse? And then we wonder why we got that generation of men that don't show no motherfucking emotion. Y'all go ahead and like this live. Go ahead and like this live. Thumbs up, thumbs up. So that was a reality check for me. I was just like, whoa. But then this takes us way back to, that's what I'm talking about. Lie. We couldn't say lie. We had to say you telling a story. We couldn't say but. We had to say booty. Like it's a total different world now. So for an older person in that subject, Dana, I don't know. Because some people might say walk away from it or don't entertain it. But then I'm also from the I ain't finna bite my tongue era. I would just try to have a conversation with that elderly family member and express your feelings in a respectful way and hope that they can respect it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? They can walk away, right? Right? I mean, hey Queen Jada, hey Valerie. See, Bella, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it's in the Bible. Where Magic Mike at, y'all? Somewhere cooking a 10-course meal. Um, it does say parents don't provoke your children. That means don't use the I'm your mama. Don't be like that. Candace say yes, we must respect our parents, but some parents can scare and scar children into growing up with a fright, and so we grow into adults still feeling like that. That's true. That's true. And that's why, see, a lot of these parents of today, y'all of younger children, y'all got it good. I make a lot of joke on my videos, and I said it ain't no book to this shit, right? We didn't have no manual or no book to this shit. We just had to kind of like blindly guide our way through it. And very rarely did you have an elderly that steps in. That's like with the crimes with the younger men, the brown men in society. I wish that some of these OGs would just step in and be like, bro, come here. Let me holler at you. Because quiet is kept. Some of them want that. Not only do they need it, but some of them want it. Right? Hey, Chris. Hey, Albeezy. Some of them be wanting that. So you can't terrify your children into respecting you. That's just, it ain't right. So, Dana, I hope if that's you, I'm going to keep you lifted up. And just ask for guidance. And just try to have a conversation with whoever the elder is. Because you don't want... You're right, Chocolate. The grandparents are getting older. Younger. I can remember when all my friends were grandparents and I wasn't. I was like, dang, I want to be a grandma. But thank goodness they waited until I got to a certain age to where I think it's a decent grandma age. Well, that's my opinion. My age is a decent grandma age. That way I can still be a Gigi and grow with them and not miss certain things. Because I do have friends that are more seasoned than I am, and they can't enjoy their grandkids because of health issues, and they're so depressed about it. That's so true. So Dana, I don't know. Okay, Tracy question. My question is, why people use F word? I wish people stop using it because kids use as grow up. I don't know, Tracy. I can't help you with that one because I cuss a lot. Eat the D. The F word? I don't know. I cuss a lot. I have my moments where I try to clean it up. But then I have my moments to where, especially in a heated conversation. My favorite editor? I don't know. I don't. What do you mean, editor? Like on their channels, who edits the best? I don't really be paying no attention to that. I don't know. You see, us kids need to realize that our parents won't be here forever, and that's something I can't imagine. Like I have said, if God takes my parents, you're right, Chloe, because I've heard and see this subject can go on and on and on and on and on because I've heard people say your parents is here on borrowed time. We all here on borrowed time, right? Deal with what you got for now, but then you must live happily while you're here and dealing with it for now, right? That don't mean you have to take any verbal abuse just because they're older. Dejanay, what's a decent grandma age? I don't know. I became a grandma after my 40s. And I just feel like that's a good age because I'm still able to. A decent age is whatever age you become a granny. I can't discriminate. I can't talk bad about those grannies who are 38 and grannies or 40 and grannies. I can't judge that. But for me, I'm glad I became a granny when I did. But I had years of wishing that I was a granny, years and years way before I became a granny. Because I thought I wanted to be a granny at the time. And even now, it's even, sometimes I'll be like, dang. And they ain't even older. And I'm still living my life, still enjoying my life. In some instances, just now releasing and finding myself. like when I used to go back and forth to Houston, I used to feel so bad. Y'all seen it. Those of y'all who've been subscribed for a while, y'all seen it. I pack my bags and be vlogging with y'all and talk about I'm finna go to Bink House for a whole week. I'll be there 2 days. As soon as Skylar called me, Puro, I'm coming right back. Dana says, because at a certain time it becomes bully. It is. And I hate bullies. But reaction are a little different with family. Yes. It is bullying. Like, I'm finna tell y'all a question that's gonna shock the hell out of y'all. Because of the way I was raised, and that's why I always ask myself, why y'all laughing at me? I just kept it real. Yeah, love him from a distance. No disrespect though, cause he watching. I'm finna tell y'all a question, and this gonna shock y'all. And I still don't know how I would react if it was one of my own. But I was totally against that until I met Teron and started loving on him. Those people are humans. And then I found myself and I had to talk to myself and say, you dummy, you are being so hypocritical right now, because why is it okay for you to know someone like that, like them and respect them? Why is it okay for you to work with somebody like that, like them and respect them? But not nobody, not your kids or your family members. Make it make sense. Chocolate Express says, I think 40 plus is a good age to be a grandma. Yep. Even like now, my sis Myra that y'all see sometimes probably once every 6 months on my channel. We're the same age. I think we're like a year apart from each other. But she became a grandma way before I did, right? So my oldest grandchild is 4. Her oldest grandchild is like 8, 9, or 10. And so when we get together, the first time we got them together was this past summer, and I didn't think it was going to work well, but because Skylar is so mature and her granddaughter is so mature, they meshed well. She didn't look at her like, oh, that's the baby, I don't want to play with her, because she kept saying, we got to get together, get these grandkids together and go do something. And I was like, that ain't going to work. But it worked out well. I'm saying my mama had me at 39. I'm 23, which means she's 62. I grew up differently. Church girl. Yep. Plus my parents was overprotective as well, but I still went places. Bella, that was me, because my granny raised me. I was around nothing but old folk. Oh, Chloe, you have social anxiety. We're going to touch bases on that probably next Sunday. I used to have that until I got grown. These lives, this podcaster type lives, I'm going to open up so much more. That's why it's called Momma Shay's World, because y'all just going to be like, this the lady that we see now? You used to do what? And I'm going to come with some receipts. Y'all going to be so shocked, like, are you serious? Okay, Bella, my question to you is, what's doing the most? You say, but he don't do the most. Because I used to have I used to, and then once I started accepting them, then I accepted them, but I didn't accept the ones that was, but I met Teron, and his heart is so genuine. He's such a sweetheart. Because the first time, he didn't announce it, but the first time I seen him with his hair and nails, I was just like, yeet the D. I didn't know what to say. I just didn't know. Tracy and more. I used to always say that. But at the same time, I didn't want nobody in my family or none of my kids to be that way. So I'm like, you're a hypocrite. Sometimes we have to check ourselves. They say I became a grandma at 50, but I think it depends on where you are in your life and how you embrace it. That's right, Paulette. Yep, because that was me. Um, and so I am invested in them, but I choose to do things a little bit differently than what I think having grandchildren are a chance for your do over, especially for those of us who, like me, who say there was no manual to this. It's your do over. Because I refuse to. My kids ran me. Let's be clear. They did. They did. Because I thought that was a part of parenting. Because I ain't never had one. But these grandkids won't. Yeet the D. No, they won't. No, they won't. Mm-hmm. So, Dana, I hope that helped you. Um. Oh, okay. I mean, I understand. If you say it wasn't for you, it was just for a young member. I just see a pattern happening. Okay. I hope you're able to give them some insight. Yeah. So after this, we're gonna move on to another topic, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this example. Just like when Takia first told me she was that way, the first thing she said was, "Don't judge me. I hope you don't judge me." And I had to have another reality check because I said to myself, "Have I been that judgmental in my life?" But then again, she's not my biological child, so it didn't affect me any, or it didn't. I was just like, "Oh, okay, that's what you do." What do you mean, Brandy? I had a child at age 16, now 25. I learned the hard way. Both my parents was dead by the time I was 28. So I was her mother, grandfather, grandmother, grandpa. That's beautiful. I mean, not beautiful that you lost your parents and that you're playing all those roles, but one thing for certain, y'all are um y'all gonna have a, a tight bond because of those reasons. Brandy, did some? I'm confused at your statement. You said ain't nobody said anything about Tehran in the comments. I don't get it. Are you saying that because I used him as an example? Um, and then Dana too. I'm gonna leave this there, and then we can move on because we're supposed to be talking about breaking generational curses, and that's a part of it. Sometimes these elderly people, seasoned people, need somebody to sit down and educate and talk to them. Because they say breaking generational curses starts with the new generation. Oh, okay. Okay. Wait. Wait a minute. What, Brandy? Are you trying to start mess? Who? Do you want somebody to stop about blank Momma Shay? It's for 7 miles. Oh, okay. Well, I'm right here. As soon as I see it, whoever 7 miles is, if I see it coming back, um, yeah, I'm totally lost. Somebody named 7 miles was saying something bad. I missed it. I don't have a moderator, but I will be having a permanent one. Somebody that I know that will be here every Sunday for our time frame. Right? Okay. Chloe, we ain't. They ain't that kind. Them. Those topics ain't even welcome over here. Oh no, I'm sorry, Chloe. I thought you said my kids. You say us kids. Yeet D. It depends on what age you talking about. It depends on what age frame you talking about. Cause I be scared. Seriously. Sometimes I don't even, and that's sad. Sometimes I can't even. I posted something about a year ago of how teachers are now when they have to call home. You used to can call home to a parent and a parent be like, put on the phone or I'm on my way up there. Now you call home and it ain't no telling what you might get. Seriously. And that's scary to me. Even out and about in public, when I tell y'all I used to be an introvert so bad, I'm even more that way. Where are they? I don't see them. 7 Mile. I don't see them, y'all. And if I do see them, then they gone. Okay. But sometimes I be so afraid. I be even afraid to speak to these kids these days. Because ain't no telling what's going to come out of their mouth. Oh, okay. Because that's just what that's just what some of these people do. But if I see him, then he's out of there too. I be done sung my song. But Chloe, you seem to be very respectful every time you're on here. Thank you, Dana. Yeet the D. So far, Dana and Chris done had. Oh, shut the door, shut the front fucking door. Do y'all see what I see? I wish I could send him the link to make him. Matter of fact, let me work on this. Let me see if I can send him the link. Is they gonna let me? They probably ain't gonna let me. Did y'all say hey to Cool? There you go. Yeah, they are. And you know why? Because of the system. Um, the system got them scared of their own kids. I can't. Y'all know how I went live with Teron the other last week? I need to add Cool to this live because I got some questions. Let me see if I can do it from my phone. Cool, inbox me your phone number so I can send you this link. Because I got some questions that I need to know. Now y'all see, um, or I just might even want to just say hi. It won't even let me, um, can't even find it. Never mind. Never mind, y'all. But cool, just know, we need to link up, sir. Thanks for joining my live. Make sure y'all like this live. Oh, Karen. Oh no, that ain't gonna happen. Nope. I tried that enough. I did that because y'all asked me to, but no. If that's your little boo thing, you going on over there and find him. I'm sure he'll give out his number easy. He's the D. He on every platform, I think. But that's gonna be a whole nother topic another day. Um, no, not inbox on here. On a different platform. I thought I had your number, but I got a new phone, so. Oh, you in Vegas? Okay, shake a leg, eat the D, live it up. I see you done talking about you was gonna post and ain't posted it every day. You in Vegas? Everything is content. You should be vlogging right now. Right now. What time is it in Vegas? And who are you in Vegas with? And what are you doing? No, I'm just playing. Eat the D. Y'all what? Y'all hey, I was glad to see Coob's face, his name up there. Y'all see now? Now y'all see this is my receipt. Y'all see he said we gonna link, so he gonna be right here on this podcast, on this live. Um, Karen, I ain't entertaining that, girl. Eat the D. I been there, done that. Tried, didn't work. Which brings me to my next subject: dealing with toxic people. I know we supposed to be talking about generational curses, but y'all keep pulling me. After today, I'm sticking to one topic and one topic only. And when I posted them, see right now, that one's done. And maybe we can just kick it. But I be wanting everybody to tune in. I can't see how many people in here. Make sure y'all like this live. Um, Thank you, Bella. That makes me smile. Okay, y'all, our other topic, and this gonna take us out. This probably gonna take us the rest of the night until we done with this live. It can be an open and shut. It's only 50 for one. What? That's because it's nice outside, and Lifetime got some good movies on. I ain't had this lower number in my lives in a minute. I'm just gonna have to keep posting it and keep telling y'all that it's every Sunday, and it's going to be around the same time, between 6 or 7 p.m. I think we Central. Are we Central? Eastern? I don't know. Between 6 or 7 here in Michigan. Um, yeah, I ain't never had just 50. I ain't had 59 people in a long time. My last couple of lives was like that. So, and maybe they'll just go back and watch them. What's going on? I don't know what happened. So, make sure I like this live every Sunday. Meet me here between 6 and 7. I'll let y'all know the exact times, and then when I get on a perfect schedule. And I'm trying to make sure that that's the right time frame because the weather getting ready to get nice. I won't always be in my office um, when I do it, but I'm trying not to miss a Sunday with y'all. Yeah, it's gonna be changing back, but the weather gonna be nice and people ain't gonna be in the house, so we gonna have to be out and about and doing some things while I'm vlogging. I mean, going live Eastern. Thank you, Chelsea. Okay, dealing with toxic people in your life. How do you hold on. Let's before we go to that one, because this one is more on generational curses, and I don't want nobody to ever think that I have any clickbait titles. They'll see breaking generational curses and then click it, and we talking about something else, and then they won't subscribe or won't be interested. Another question: when do the elders see the new generation as adults as their little babies? Oh, it's two Dana G's in here. Oh no, that's one. To have though tough conversations. Um, I'm gonna answer for me. I see my children as adults when they start doing adult things. I ain't bullshitting. If they 2021 and still live under my roof and I can treat them as an adult, they're an adult. Legally, what do they say? Legally, you're an adult when you're 21. Mentally, you're not an adult till you're 25. For me, you're an adult when you're doing adult type of things. I'm gonna treat you as an adult, but it's up to you if we're gonna keep going on that note, on that level. It's up to you. If you keep doing weird shit, nope, can't do it. But I don't look at my kids as my babies anymore. They're all adults. Um, so everybody came home besides Teron. What happened to him coming and staying for 2 weeks and going back to Houston for 2 weeks? He ain't been gone that long. And what do you mean? So everybody came home? Ain't nobody left but him and Takia. Takia went to go visit her girlfriend, and Teron went to his apartment. And Binky got sick. Nothing happened to that. That's still happening. Hell, for all I know, Teron might be here now. He might. Um. Okay. Thanks, Dana, for those questions. Dealing with toxic people. Y'all drop down in these comments how do you determine when to let a toxic person go? What decides if a person is toxic or not? What makes you want to continue to deal with that person if they're toxic? Y'all go ahead and like this live. Like this live. I only see 17 thumbs up. Really? Really? That sucks. Somebody asked him that on his TikTok live and he went off. LOL. He's most definitely in Houston. Okay, well, he's in Houston. Why did he go off? He's probably tired of the question. He probably tired of people asking him that. Y'all want me to call him and ask him? Let's get to this next subject. Go ahead and drop that down there in them comments. I can't deal with toxic people because of my feelings. It said most of them can be the people you have to deal with on a daily basis too. Candace, you're right. There's people that are in toxic relationships with their parents. There's people in toxic relationships with their siblings, with their aunties, uncles. You can be in a toxic relationship with anybody. It doesn't just have to be your other person. T. Robbins, I believe that. Usually people are afraid to be alone. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Mm, I've never dealt with a person who was toxic, but if I did, I would just pack up my stuff and leave. I used to say the same thing, Marie. I used to say the same thing. But sometimes there's things that attach us to the toxicity. If we're not, I think it all starts with self. And this is my opinion. It all starts with self. We have to put in enough time to get to know ourselves. And we're constantly changing. So that takes a lot of work. Get to love ourselves. Get to understand ourselves before we know what we will and won't deal with. It's a lot of things I said I would never deal with, and I did. And not only so much of afraid of being alone, but sometimes it's not even just talking about a relationship like a sensual or sexual relationship or a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. Even in a family relationship, it could be hard to let go. Sometimes you're right, Candace. Sometimes you feel like you have to put up with them because you have no choice. It could be because of their title. I laugh and joke and I tell y'all all the time that I was the only child. I'm the oldest of nine, right? Toxic person deal with spiritual thing to and touch energy and it's stress. Um, but I have eight other siblings. The most toxic relationships ever. But I felt like I had to keep trying because of their titles, because they were my siblings. I felt like I had to stick around. I had to stay. I had to keep trying, especially after my mom passed. I had to. I'm doing this for my mom. I had to. I had to. Meanwhile, I'm being disrespected, dogged, talked about, used, all of that. It's hard. Now, Candace, you said we can't always cut them off because of their title, and that's what makes it even harder. But eventually, it'll happen. Me and my sister that I was closer with toxic. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry. I hope y'all are better by now. Yep. You have to you have to distance yourself. And even that in itself is a process and hard, especially if they have a certain title. That be the hardest part ever. You can try and try again. This elderly lady told me once about a Bible verse in the Bible. And is it any biblical specialties in here? Because I don't know this verse, but I wanna know it. I wanna be able to look it up. But she told me about um, a Bible verse of how many times God says He's forgiven and basically how many times we should forgive. And that's a part of being in a toxic relationship because you feel like, okay, I'm gonna forgive this person again. I'm gonna forgive this person again. I'm gonna forgive this person again. But then and then the tape the it's never reciprocated because this person can do one thing to you, you forgive them. Another thing to you, you forgive them. This motherfucker end up doing 50 things to you and you forgive them. You do one thing and true, they cut you off. I be saying now if that ain't the most toxic shit ever. If that ain't so I done sat up here and forgave you. Now this, I like that, T. Robin. See, the question was, how do you deal with or remove toxic people? She said, insert positive activities in your life to keep your mind occupied until you heal. Man, if that ain't the truth. Because when you do that, I love that, T. Robbins. Because when you do that, right, you end up not only having like a different mindset, right? But then you have a different schedule, a different thought process, um, just different stuff. What did Candace say? I missed it. I can't go back. I'm about to go back on my comments, y'all. Um, so Momma Shay, why do people mean to people that toxic to? I'm sorry, Tracy. You have to clarify that. I don't understand what you're saying. Forgiveness not easy, but it's a good feeling after they're gone. Man, it's like a cleanse. It's like you done took a shower and scrubbed off a couple layers of your skin and got new glasses and a new hairstyle, all kinds of stuff. It's express that feeling is so wonderful. And then you ask yourself, what? Now, why did I put myself? Because you're putting yourself through the turmoil. You're hurting you. They ain't hurting. Because 9 times out of 10, I bet y'all, if we're ever in a relationship with a toxic person, whether it's a better half, um, or a sibling, or, I mean, we were talking about generational curses, a parent, um, when we're in a if we're in those toxic relationships, it's so draining. But then we lose sleep. They don't. We be stressed out, can't eat, can't sleep, just going through the motions. They be somewhere slobbing and snoring. Life of motivation. There he go, y'all. He late. I told y'all he was asking where he was at. Watch what he say. Cause we almost done. Forgiveness is for us so we won't be bitter or get sick. We can forgive and the person can still get consequences for their actions. That's right, Christian. But sometimes you reach a point in your life to where you don't even want consequences. Because sometimes I've dealt with toxic people, right? And I'm speaking from experience. And when I finally made the decision to let go, the things that I went through with dealing with that toxic person was so harmful to me, my health, my mental. I wouldn't wish that on my worst nightmare. I just wouldn't. Oh, Christian, I love that. Boundaries. Boundaries. Where's my book at? I got a book. Man, I read this book, and the title of it was Boundaries. I think that's when I started setting them. That way you live with no regrets. You ain't got to worry about getting over no toxic people. And you set boundaries. Mm-hmm. Hey, Will. We working on this time. We working on this time frame. But boundaries is a extremely important portion of forgiveness. I had, I think they go. It go. I had them in the wrong order. Because if you set boundaries from the get go, right, your forgiving process is a little bit easier, and then them toxic people will fall off on their own. That's a good way, Will. But it just, I think, in my opinion, forgiving in silence, sometimes you have to say things out loud so people can know, listen, I see what the fuck you doing. I don't like how it make me feel. So I'm going to just go and do this. Right? Okay, Dana said when you are toxic in yourself, you will entertain it. Dana, I'm sorry. I can't agree with that. Because I've seen, witnessed, and probably lived different types of toxic relationships. And I ain't got a toxic bone in my body. But I entertained it probably because some of the things that we just talked about, because of the titles, um, because I didn't have any boundaries, because of certain different things. Right? Mm-hmm. It has to be heard. Sometimes you just got to say it out loud. But it's not a fight. Some people are expecting a fight and you just don't give it to them. Now they have to think and wonder what they did. It doesn't have to be a fight. I'm saying for your own self, because I can't internalize, I can't keep things inside. Because sometimes I like that. Boundaries, forgiveness, calmness. Love it. Holding it inside does more damage though. Because if you're holding it inside and you haven't released it, and I learned this in church, and I could be wrong, but again, this is my opinion. Releasing is one of the best feelings ever. Because if you holding it in, you still holding on. Am I wrong? Y'all go ahead and like this, like it, like this video. Because if you don't release it, you holding on to it. T. Robbins, you must always express what someone did to you and how it makes you feel. Yup, setting boundaries will let someone know how far they can go, and there's always a respect level. Exactly. But once you set them boundaries, because I've been guilty of this as well, set them boundaries and stick to them. Don't set them boundaries and say, well, they only did that one time. Well, they only said that one time. Well, no, set them boundaries and mean it. Stick to it. Hell, I'm seasoned and I'm still learning how to set boundaries and protect my space. My box used to be this small, but now that I got grandkids, it's a little bit wider. But still, when you set them boundaries, you got to stick to it. Because you let somebody get away, it's like, okay, say for instance, you're going on a road trip with your homegirls, right? You can't drive your homegirl driving. First thing she do is slam on the brakes. You don't say nothing. Y'all done gone through a whole bunch of other states. Then after she done slammed on your brakes once or twice or three times because you ain't said nothing the first time, now she done ran a stop sign. Ooh, yeetity. She in her head, she like, I could drive this car the way I want to. I done slammed on her brakes 5 times, ran a stop sign. Now I'm finna roll up on this curb in her whip. Nip it in the bud in the beginning. You're right, Express. Life of motivation. So let me bring you up to speed a little bit, babe. So what we're doing now, every Sunday, we're coming on at the same time, and we're gonna do one topic and stick to it. Um, so maybe I can write that down and do that another Sunday, cause we would have been all over the place, y'all. And this is what I put in the community tab and ask y'all topics for my little mini podcast. My blessing's gonna come because, like the Bible says, vengeance belongs to God, and you don't mess with people who are blessed. That's true. But let's take it back a little bit, though. Will, you ain't getting vengeance just because you're not getting vengeance just because you're telling someone what they're doing is hurting you and they need to stop it. Vengeance. Somebody look that up right there. What put the meaning of vengeance down there. Vengeance mean that's why the Lord says it's His. Like, let me get them. Hold on, let me tackle that for you. That doesn't mean if you voice your feelings that you're trying to get vengeance. And you're right. God don't play about His people. Yeet the D, yeet the D. He don't. They don't. C.T. Robbins, that's what I'm talking about. One time only. Chris says, yes, that's what I do. Hold it in, and then I have to let it out. But listen to Kiera Shears and Tasha Cobbs and just cry it out. Even if you have to let it out, yep, and that's a great idea, Chris. Even if you have to let it out, in the privacy of your own home, but just don't hold on to it. You say, no, I know. I'm saying for others who've been dealt wrong or when they held it in. Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. Life motivation. I encourage you to go. It can take time finding one. Yeah, they finding the correct therapist that fits you and that you mesh well with. It's a process. It's definitely a process. Um. So yeah, we got that one done. Y'all got any more comments on that subject? Any more? So y'all, my hopes is I can't even see our time frame that we've been on here. Maybe it's on my other screen. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't give me a time frame. Yeet the D. Oh, we've been on here for an hour. I want to start. I know a lot of you have to get up for work. Some people that were on um great topic. Gotta shift the program. You're right. You're right. Thanks, Shauna. Hour 4 minutes. My goal is to do 2 hours every Sunday evening. If I have to move it to like a weekday evening, I'm gonna play it by ear for now. But right now, we're gonna go with every Sunday. We're gonna start between 6 and 7 because I know even that's late for some people. And thank goodness, Momma Shay on the road to 50K. People are some people are in totally different countries, and their time is this is their bedtime, and I don't want to interrupt that because I ain't gonna let nobody interrupt mine. Right? So like I normally like now it's 8:49 here, and I normally hey Kelly, hey Paulette, we gonna make them even deeper. We gonna make who go to church on Saturday? You do, Will? Um, so Tati, you think 6 to 7 is good? I'm gonna stick with that. And I just know that even in the summertime, even at that time, people either aren't out and about yet, or just getting ready to get out and about when it's nice out. Cause sometime in the summertime, I ain't getting up and getting dressed until about 4 or 5. Cause it don't get dark until 10 or 11. So you start your day around that time. You know what I'm saying? So ooh, see, like Candace, it's 9:49 there, but it's 8:49 here. And so I want to be, if I start at 6 and I'll be done at 8, then it'll be 9 there. Okay. Hey, Dr. D. I pray that this audience grows bigger and our topics grow stronger and we have more interaction. For y'all that, some of y'all that came late, there will be a call-in phone number. I'm waiting on my phone number to be assigned. Um, so that people can call in instead of just type their comment. What else am I waiting on? I think that's about it, y'all. I don't this light. I done moved everything on this desk since I've been sitting here talking to y'all. That's coming, Dr. D. But right now, I'll stick to those with like on my videos, or one-on-one. Excuse me. Or one-on-one. But my lives are just, they're going to be, I want entertainment, life lessons. You're welcome, life motivation. Life lessons. Thank you. You're welcome, Candace. Conversation, engagement. We never know. Somebody might find the answer to an issue they've been having for years just in one of our conversations, you know? All kinds of different topics, though. But I'm turning to y'all. Tanya, I've been on here for an hour. So just so y'all don't miss them or have to come late or worry about being late, just try to remember that we're going to be here every Sunday. And I'll put up reminders in my community tab. Because what I've been doing, and it's not working, because I'm seeing a lot of people just now rolling in after we've been on here for an hour. What I've been posting it in my community tab like 30 minutes to an hour before I go live. And then people don't see it. Oh, Dr. D, I am so sorry for that. And thank you. When they do work, they're hilarious. They are. Mm-hmm. I'm going to react to some of their old videos just to give them a little. I'm going to react to some of their old videos because they were funny. And some of mine get a chance to because I've only been doing my channel for 2 years. Oh, them food cook-offs coming back because they get in that kitchen together. And that's one of the things Binky got tired of. Y'all look at here. I've been looking for my Apple Watch for I don't know how long. And it's right here. Tired of renting kitchens. And y'all know her friend Heather, her real estate friend. She almost burnt her kitchen up, so she's like, I gotta get my kitchen done so I can do my videos at home. But I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I will see you guys next Sunday with another topic. So right now, wait a minute before y'all leave. Is Dana still in here? Chris, Candace, before you leave. I want to call him Magic Mike so bad because he done changed his name and I can't. Motivation. Byron. That's his name, Byron. Y'all got any other topics that y'all want me to consider? Because I'm writing them down. I know we got how to beat social anxiety. Does therapy help people? That's gonna be a good one because I got some story times about when I was in therapy. Love you too, Christy. So y'all got any ideas? Give me some topic ideas. I'm gonna put that up in the community tab as well. But when I put it in the community tab and I ask y'all what are some topics that y'all want for our Sunday nights, I just get a lot of people saying, I want you to do this prank, I want you to do that prank. But they must have seen my video when I said I was gonna give my channel a facelift. They must ain't seen that. We're still gonna have some reactions. There's still gonna be some pranks. There's still gonna be round tables. But that's not what my channel is going to be all about. Byron. Why when I say it, y'all, I be thinking about having some gum at the corner of my mouth, just wrapping the gum around my finger. Byron. That's his name. You ain't know that, Kristen? That's his real name. But he done changed it so much on here, I couldn't think of the that name. And that's the only name I know is Byron. So Chris, Dana, Byron, um, Candace. Okay. Okay, well, tell me what's on your mind then. Um, oh, I like that one. Adding additional income. I'm gonna tell y'all what. Um, and again, this is titled Momma Shay's World. So y'all, I'm telling y'all about. I'm opening up more about me and telling y'all how my life was, and I'm coming with receipts. I will do a Q&A. Um, adding additional income. Y'all gonna crack up when I tell y'all some of my side hustles from then and now. I don't think I've ever just had one job or one company. What do you do? Oh, I like this. Let me see. I'm writing these down now. What do you do when you think there is no way at, I'm going to say, a big age? Ooh, that was a good one. No, I don't want. I want you to step on my inbox, sir. Ethan, I'm just playing. No, you're fine. I wasn't putting you on the spot and asking you to give it to me now. I was just writing them down if anybody had any right now. That goes to that. That who said side hustles? That goes with the other topic that they said. I like that, Dana. Um, side hustles, yeah. Cause I got so many, and people always ask me, why do you still work? And you binky mom. Well, I have 4 children. My oldest daughter owned a business as well. I consider myself a very spoiled parent, but at the same token, and then my 2 boys think I'm their daughter. But at the same token, I just feel like I always got to be doing something. That's what I'm talking about, Shantae. That's why I always tell people, and those who are subscribed to me and know me before YouTube, before social media, I think I've always had side hustles, a career. I've always had side hustles, a career, and a job. Sometimes all at once. Yeah. Okay, Chris, that's a good one. Um, T. Robbins. Play that song tonight. I don't get tired. Yeet the D. Yes, I like that. Um, cause I sure had to do my grandkids. Okay, y'all. Y'all just drop the rest of the ideas. Man, this is Doctor D. This economy, yeet the D. I don't care who you are. Listen, I contradict myself, hypocrite, and yell at the girls, talk crazy to them about door dashing, right? But because it's just me and I'm a new empty nester, right? I had to get used to this. So first I went through the stage, and I'm gonna tell y'all this question real quick, this story, and I'm done for the night because it's bedtime. Um, because I had to get used to it. Buying groceries was I was wasting money. Cooking meals I was wasting because I didn't know how to cook small. I had to. I was always used to cooking big. Buying groceries I was wasting to go bad before I cook it. So I DoorDash, right? Not as much as I used to, but I do. I'm cutting down a lot. I started paying attention to these dashers that were coming to my house in their vehicles. Yeet dee. And then I was at the doctor once, and I told my doctor, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna start because I used to Uber. That's coming in a whole nother subject too. I used to Uber, and then I start Uber eating, just Uber Eats because I didn't want people in my vehicle. I just people started grossing me out. Anywho, I was talking to my doctor, and I said, "Yeah, I be Uber eating." He was like, "Yeah, I was gonna start doing that," and my wife was giving me the information. I'm like, "A doctor?" So you're right. But Dr. D, pay attention because the other day I snuck out of work, and because normally teachers have that one prep hour and a little break, right? So on certain days, my prep hour runs with my break, so it'll seem like I just got like a 2 hour gap to where I have absolutely nothing to do, 2 to 3 hours. Nope, like 2 hours. Anyhow, so I said, let me order my food and go pick it up. I ordered it. Tanya, I did it. You're right. I did a little bit of everything and still do. Let me show y'all this picture real quick. I ordered my food. I want to go pick it up, and we have um a mom at our like a school mom at our school, and I've been knowing this lady for about 30 years. Y'all see this business? Y'all see this? Let me see. It's still up and open, but I went to go get our food. Why the food was so expensive? Look, y'all see this? That's still up and open. That's something I will never ever close. And I do home health care for the elderly people. I will never close that. I think that helped me more than it helped them. I be having all kinds of older friends. Miss Mary, hey Miss Mary, hey Auntie, I love it. Anyhow, I went to go pick up my food, and I looked at the price, and it was just for two people, and I said, well, now see, last week I door dashed her and I some food, and it was expensive. I said, I ain't doing that no more because it was two of us. Then I went to go pick it up, and it was the same. She said I dash in my kitchen the whole day, every day. See, I used to be like that, Candace. I used to. And then now I sit and I think about it. I'm like, when did I ever sleep? Went to work, had a side hustle, took care of my kids, all of my kids was always in sports, had to cook. And y'all know when you run a home daycare, you have to cook because they ain't playing that. You got to show your receipts for your grocery bill and what you cooked. And they going to ask them kids, what'd you eat today, Billy? I love y'all. Make sure y'all like this live. I'm going to stop calling it a live, just our little podcast stream. And I will see y'all soon. I love y'all. Momma Shay on the road to 50K. Tanya, it's crazy. I have my math endorsement and a special education endorsement, but I currently teach social studies and English. Don't ever say bye to me. Say I see you later. Y'all have a good night. Bye is forever. Forever, ever? Forever, ever?